Remember the last level? On the last level, AB. Remember how I had push stuck on one of the tiles? I had push stuck on one of the tiles. And I had push stuck on top of AB. And that like had some really interesting effects. So what I think I need to do is I need to have I need to have Baba IS push, then Keke is push, and they need to be on top of each other. How do I do that, though? Okay, so what I need to do is I need to simultaneously have these two, okay. I need Baba is push, and then underneath that I need Keke is, and then there'll be an is here, and then push. So we need to get this shit to teleport. So we need that there, and we need some way of pushing Keke and I onto those things at the same time. Okay, so we'll say ice is no longer push, but we do need ice to be float. And okay, I guess what I want is probably something like this. And then I need to find some way of pushing float out of the way at the same time I push Telly out of the way? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So, how do I push them onto each other at the same time? That's an interesting question. So I can get them to exchange places. Alright, that's fine. I guess I need a way of pushing something onto this at the same time as I push Telly off. So, what would that be like? Or maybe it's at the same time I push float off of something. Huh. Okay. So that's ice's float. And then if I come over here and I get this stuff into position, and then I have ice is Telly, like this, and then I have, okay, hold on, something interesting just happened when I did, I was able to, okay, so if I push something twice, then it ends up on that, they end up overlapping. But then, how do I get the ice out after that? So if I have if I have the words on top of each other, at the same time the ice is there, what the hell? Jeez. Telly. Keke's float. Yeah, I don't know how to. So I could get both the text onto each other, but I don't know how to get them to I don't know how to get them to stack. Oh, no. Okay. So in the previous level, I was able to get things to stack because, not by teleporting them, I used conveyor belts to push them onto each other. So, and that's why I was able to stack on top of the ice at the same time. So what I need is, I need a way to teleport something onto something at the same time that I push. I have to, like, what do I have to do? I have to I just have to push something onto the same time as something teleports onto that block, which then also has the effect of disabling the teleport. So I need to do all three of those things at the same time. That's actually not super hard. I need something like... Okay, let's just proof of concept this real quick. So we take Ice's push off, and we have just Ice's telly, and then we have Ice's float. And if I just have this S here, and then I take push here, and then I push that onto there at the same time as it teleports, then it should teleport in as I push something. Right? Okay, that flips them in place. What? Okay. If I... Okay. Different idea. Let's just try... We need to find some... Once I figure out a way to get the letters to stack, then this puzzle will come together immediately. Until then, no idea. Okay. So that pushes both of them. And then I can flip the letters around, and then I can push. Okay, hang on. There's another idea that I have. So instead of pushing telly out of the way, what if I push float out of the way? Would that potentially cause this stuff to stack on top of each other? The answer is actually, this seems reasonably likely. So, I just need some text. Okay, if I take this guy out, and I say, like that. Okay, that teleported one of them, but not the other. Based off of which ones were where. Pooflo Shat. Yeah, if I had a dog named Pooflo and he's Shat, then, well, there you are. So, God damn. What can I do? So somebody in my chat has been spamming, not spamming, that came across as very harsh. Somebody has been saying that they have a solution that requires a one-way teleporter, and I've been convinced that you weren't able to make one in this game. But you can. If I say ice near... I got it now, I think. What you do is you come over here, And let's take the S off. We put this ice over next to Keke. And we have it. We have this. We have ice near Keke is float. But that means that only the ice near Keke is gonna float. The other ice will not. So ice near Keke is float. And this way, only some text will only text pushed through one end of the teleporter will float. And it will be this teleporter. So if I say ice is no longer push, and I say ice is teleport. Oh. I probably want to say that. Okay. And then if I take this S, if I push this I onto there, and I push Keke onto there, they're stacked up. There it is. Okay. And now I need to find a way to get it into position. So we come over here, we say Baba, Keke, IS. Alright. And now I need to find a way to stack up an is and an S at the same time. So I guess we have ice near Keke is float. So I guess what we'll want to do is we'll want to just take this up over here. And oh crap, I can't do that because then I won't have ice's telly. Alright, so I need to put an is somewhere up here. Ice near Keke is float. And then... Oh! I'm making this way harder than I need to. We just need to move everything over, like, there. Okay, we have the one-way teleporter in position now. We're going to take this little S on a little journey. And we get those two stacked up. We then say this is no longer teleport, come over here. We then do push. And we push them out of the way. And that solves the flag. That solves the map. Ah. That was hard as shit. Never again. Never again do I need to solve that puzzle. Hey everybody, welcome back to Baba Is You. We're gonna be diving into Quayway today. Quayway. I'm scared. Yesterday was terrifying. This looks like it's gonna be not super bad. Keke, near Keke is float. I'm playing as a skull? Alright, ice is ice, Baba is Baba, Keke is Keke, text is float, skull is you, ice is push, ice is also teleport, and wall and Baba and Keke is stop. So, I guess I have to teleport the Baba and the Keke and then use the skull to get the flag. So that's kind of neat. I suppose that what I want to do is I want to maybe... Interesting. So I think that I want probably Keke to just be float so I can push the ice underneath him. Is that doable? No, because I guess Keke is stopped, so it doesn't work that way. So then... What am I supposed to do here? I wonder what happens if I just say, like... Okay, these guys are not push. if I say that Keke is teleport, I wonder what happens now. So I could say Keke is teleport, and then Keke is push, probably. So I could push Keke into Baba and potentially teleport him. But then there's no other Keke. Yeah, so I can't... I mean, I guess I could turn Baba into Keke. So let's start by doing that. So I say Keke, or Baba is Keke. Probably a good start. On the other hand, I feel like I'm probably going to just lose something else that I need if I do that. So if I say Baba... Oh, right, Baba is Baba, so I can't transform him. Got it. Okay. Ice... Near is a very weird clause. I haven't seen that one before. But I think that it means that if ice is near something, as in, like, it's adjacent to another thing, it becomes that thing? Or rather, it gets that property. So if I say ice is push, and then if I push this ice near Keke, I'm assuming... Yeah, okay, it's floating now. So, can I push the ice over Keke? I cannot. Alright. How about... we do... Yeah, this is odd. I don't know how to teleport these guys. I'll figure it out, though. I'll figure it out. If we say Baba near Keke is... Telly, or do I want it to be that Baba is push and Keke is push? Is that what I want to do? I mean, yeah, what happens if I do that? So we have push down here, and then if we say... Yeah, this is going to be really weird. Alrighty, so yeah, now I'm starting to see what the issue is. So if Baba is push, I also need Keke to be pushed to be able to pull this off. So I wonder then if I can push this ice underneath the Baba clause, and if that would work. It does not. So... even though the text is floating, I can't push something underneath it, because I'm guessing the fact is that the text is also push. So even if the ice is push. Okay, so Baba is not coming out of there. He is staying put. So if I do Baba near Keke, and then we take I is push. Well, that's really close, but that's still no cigar. But at least that's getting relatively close to what I want to do, which was, I was hoping to have something like the following. So I have Baba near Keke is push, but then I also would have Keke is push on top of this. But I don't think that I can pull that off. Yeah, so again, what I'm figuring out is that I do need these guys to be push. Now, we do have teleport and we do have float. That's all very, very weird to me, because I'm guessing I'm going to be using the floating ice or the teleporting or something like that to move the text around. And I don't really quite know how I'm going to do that just yet. I guess I probably want the... I probably want to move this Baba over somehow. Hang on, I need to get a sip of water. That was a hell of a lot more than a sip. But anyway. Oh, God. Damn it. Alright. Everything's cool now. Alright. So we have, if I say Baba... What if I say Keke near... Or Baba near Keke is teleport? Well, This is interesting to me. If I say Keke is teleport... And then Keke is also push... And if I say Baba near Keke is teleport, then could I potentially push Keke onto Baba and have him teleport somewhere? But then what do I do? What do I do with the ice if I do that? And this is called Q. So I guess I need to form a big line, and then this is really strange. And then use the ice blocks to teleport some text out of the way. Baba near Keke is push, and then Keke is float. God, this is very strange. I don't know what to do with most of these letters. Like, I actually have no idea what to do to solve this puzzle. This is... Usually I have, like, a vague clue, but... Okay, that's near is float. That's obviously not correct. Usually I can kind of start to figure out what I need to do. This one, I am actually super duper stumped. So... Baba near Keke is push, but I probably want to see what happens if I just do Keke as push. So Keke is currently push, and also if I just come up here and just swipe near out of the way, and then I say Keke is float. I've already explored this a little bit. I can push stuff around in theory. Keke is float. I can't so I guess let me think about this for a second. So we do have ice so we have two things of ice, so that means that the ice really needs to be what teleports stuff around, as far as I can tell. Can I push text onto these blocks? Yes, but because they're not floating, I don't think that they will work. So if I say ice is float and ice is teleport, can I teleport text around? And the answer is yes. So obviously I need to be doing something with this, and I can position the ice and make it teleport things by alternating between ice's push and ice's float. So now that I have the ice teleporting, I suppose that what I want to be doing is probably something like Keke is push, and then Baba is push, and like just changing shit around a whole bunch. So I don't quite see a way to make them both push at the same time. And it's also very odd to me that we have two Kekes. But obviously, I think we need Baba near Keke is going to be something. And then we have is in big letters. We have one block that teleports things. So I'm wondering if I probably want to take one of these is clauses out from there and then maybe put it in between, just something like this. This should be kind of useful, right? Okay, so now I have just a single block to be working with here. So if I say Baba near Keke is Baba near Keke is push. Potentially is what I'm thinking. But then I don't know what to do with this extra Keke. That's the weird thing. So, if I... Gosh, I don't know. I'm guessing I want to have some ice here. And then it's floaty. So now I want to take away push and then make it float. So then if we say... If we push this on there, this is going to alternate between Baba near Keke is push and also Keke is push. And yeah, because neither of them are pushed at the same time, this doesn't actually seem to do anything. That doesn't really surprise me, but also it's makes a really, really annoying sound effect, so it's got that going for it, which is kind of nice. Gosh, I need to... My throat is so bad. There we go. Yeah, it says to go into the Baba. Yeah, so I can't push the ice underneath text. I can push text onto the ice, if that makes sense. But what I can't do is... I can't say push... Yeah, this is float and push. I can't push it onto Baba. And if I also take float off, I won't be able to push the ice blocks onto the text either. So... that Baba is stuck there. So... What about... Okay, so I need ice to be float, I'm sure, and I need ice to be teleport. I'm almost 100% positive that those are the two things that I need to do here. And I guess I need to be teleporting some sort of text. Now... What could I be doing here? Keke near Keke is push is kind of an interesting idea to me. If I have this, then I guess that means that Keke is push. But then, if I teleport, like, Baba near Keke is push, and then Keke near Keke is push, this is really strange. Alright, let's assume, for example, that, let's also just take the teleporter behavior away for a second, too. So we get that there. Okay, so we have Baba near Keke is gonna be something. If I flip... I wonder what happens if I flip, Why do I have a big I and an S, too? That's really weird to me. Like, I can only spell is with that. There's no other words I can do with that. So I'm wondering why it's such a big boy. Like, there doesn't seem to be much of a reason for that. I mean, I can alternate between... Yeah, I have no idea what the hell I'm supposed to do with this. Unless I'm supposed to have, like, something here and something here. So we have Baba, Yeah, okay, this could be something that they want me to do. Where I have the ice is push, and I push this here and this here, and then I just have the I over here, and then if we make ices float real quick, So once I make the ice teleport, it's going to just flip this S back and forth between the two of them. So now I'll be able to say, like, I don't know, Baba is something, and then Keke is something. But would it be Keke... what happens if we do this? Baba is near Keke. Yeah, okay, that's not going to do anything. This kind of seems like it's what I should be doing. I don't know why I would have teleport, ice blocks, and this big keyword here. So if I say... I guess I need this other is, though. Because I need ice is float and ice is telly. So, I don't know. If I have Baba is push, and then Keke... I don't know. Keke near Keke is something else. But I don't know what it could be. So I guess I'll turn off... float for a second, because that's getting really annoying. So the other thing I'm thinking is, like, Keke near Keke is... I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what I could be putting here. This seems like something, except for the fact that there's nothing for the Keke near Keke is anything. So... you know, I can't put... Keke near Keke is ice is not going to do anything. Keke near Keke is telly? That would be very interesting.
Why can't it float?
Huh?
Keke near Keke is float?
Yeah, I mean, I can say Keke near Keke is float, but... Gosh, this is weird. This is really, really strange. And this is called Q. This level is called Q. So, I feel like, you know, there needs to be a line of something somewhere for this whole shit to work. But what would I be queuing up anywhere? I mean, I guess I have this. So I have I have something here. You know, I could say Baba... Okay, hang on. This is another combination that seems interesting. So, Baba near Keke is... And then I would have the I and the S here. So, Baba near Keke is... push, and then if I have like Keke over here, and I have, I don't know, telly, could be something interesting. I don't know. So that would make Keke Baba near Keke. The other thing is I could alternate the near around, but then, yeah, I feel like the game would not give me a giant is unless it really wanted me to do something with it. That's my major hint. That's all I can really think of here. Nothing else makes a whole lot of sense to me. I gotta get the Keke off of that. Okay, there we are. We can say that this is pushed now. And then we can say... Boop, 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 boop. This is very inefficient. I'm moving everything the slowest way I possibly could. Ice is no longer push or float. Okay, we'll take this off. We'll put this there. And we'll say Keke near Keke is... Baba near Keke is... Jesus, I don't know. Keke is... I mean, I don't think he's Jesus. I'll be clear about that. And then... Well, I was gonna put teleport here, but that doesn't work. So... I don't know. Ice is... Telly. So now Baba near Keke is push and Keke is Telly. This isn't gonna do anything. But, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, so that's not gonna really do a damn thing. It's about the best I could think of to do anything, though. So, what if I say it's float now? So Keke is float. Baba near Keke is push and Keke is float. Wait, hold on. What happened there? Oh, Keke just started floating. Got it. Alright, so this, again, doesn't seem to do a whole lot. Baba... Huh. This is quite a wild one. Ball and Baba and Keke is stop. How do I Baba near Keke is push. It's really like I want both of them to be is push at the same time. That's kind of all I need, but I can't figure out a way to do that. And I don't think that there's a way for me to just push the text out, or to teleport the text away, because if I could do Baba is push, then that would be there. But then I wouldn't have the Keke is push over here. Thought I'd be able to walk under Keke if he was float. You can't do that because Keke is stop. And so is Baba. So they're effectively like walls. Can I teleport them? I can't do that either because again, they are stop. So I can't push like the ice underneath them to teleport them. So I think that the ice has to be float and teleport, but this is interesting stuff. And then near is so weird. That's the one that's like really hard for me to wrap my mind around. You know, I could push, because I think that, you know, with these two sequence like this, I think that I'm supposed to just push them down like that. Which then makes this really strange because there's a lot more space down here than just what's required to fit these two fuck boys at the end of the hallway, right? There's like 1, 2, 3, there's 4 tiles down there. So that's not enough to push any text down. It's enough to push 2 things of ice down. Alright, yeah. So I have these 2 bastardos, and I have the ice, and it's like a queue here of 4 things. I feel like that's getting warmer, for sure. So then, what am I supposed to be doing with it? I have the ice. I say can floating things be pushed over walls? They cannot. Because they're stop. So we have the two things of ice. I can push them down like this to push these guys somehow. And how I do that? How would I do that? I can't say, for example, I can't do ice is push and ice is float. And then have I can't take this ice and then push it on top of Keke. Yeah. Because Keke is stop. And I can't say, like, Keke is float too to get these guys on the same level. That's not going to work. Although I do kind of wonder what would happen if I, if I did say that ice is no longer float, but Keke is float. I'm still very certain that I can't push the ice under Keke. Yeah, so you can't slide this ice underneath them. And okay, this near clause, I'm certain is going to have to go in front of Baba. I just don't know what it's going to do yet. So, if I'm here and I just start pushing stuff down, and if Keke, if ice is push, it's like I need to push all, like, I need the ice to be pushed, the Keke to be pushed, and the Baba to be pushed. Either in, like, some weird ordering, or simultaneously. But damn, this is weird. This is a weird one. This one is so strange. I think I'm on the right track by knowing that I need to push the two ices down this way with these guys. But beyond that, like, the solution for this puzzle is incredibly non-obvious. I'm finding it very hard for me to know, like, what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm basically just flying entirely by context clues. And usually it's a little bit easier to just say, like, in some other levels, it's a little bit easier, like, oh, okay, I see where the goal is, and I see, like, all the puzzle pieces, and I know exactly what to do. This one is not so easy at all. But, no, regardless, Baba near ice is pushed. This isn't near any ice, so it doesn't work that way. Baba near Keke is push. So Keke is currently push. Ice. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what I was thinking there. I just started kind of absent-mindedly moving shit around. And this still also doesn't really solve the issue of what the hell do I do with the big IS? Like, that's also very strange to me. I don't know. So Baba near Keke is push. Keke... Keke near ice is I don't really have a clue what I'm supposed to be doing here. Keke near ice is teleport. Keke is float. And we still have ice is just not doing anything there. But at least I bunched up everything and it looks really pretty. So... Keke near ice is float. Or Keke near ice is teleport. And ice is float. I don't know what the hell to do. Keke near ice is float instead of teleport. And then ice is tele. Keke near ice is float. But then ice is also not float. Ah! That's not what I meant to do. Right, because ice is not float. I don't know. I also felt like I was really onto something by having the S be teleportable between two tiles. That felt like it was really close to a good solution, and I'm not sure why. Like, okay. It's just such a mystery to me. There's just so many questions for me to figure out here. Where okay. Keke near Keke is float. Okay, so Keke, okay, so I can see Keke is Keke. Okay, so Keke near Keke is float doesn't actually make him float, but Keke is float makes him float. So I can't say Keke near Keke is anything. That's not going to actually work. That's not going to have any effects. As you can see, right now Keke is floating. Keke is currently not floating. He's not moving up and down. So I guess we need to say Baba near Keke is something. Either that, or we just say straight up, like, Baba is something. And then we use the near clause with ice and Keke, and that gets very strange. But it, you know, there's got to be something about this. I really do think that I'm onto something by doing this. I think that the game disagrees with me somewhat, but I feel like when do we get the streams in the channel? I'm gonna do a big batch of editing tomorrow morning, and we're gonna get all this stuff ready to go. Okay. I feel like this has gotta be something good. You know, this has gotta do something useful. So we're just teleporting the is back and forth. We'll be changing out what, like, is active by doing this. Okay, Baba near Keke is push. And then... I don't know. All I can say is... Keke is float is like the only other thing I can think of. Either that or Keke is teleport, but neither... Keke can't be teleport because there's no other Keke. So, neither Baba nor Keke should be teleport ever. It should just be ice that's teleport. And so, it goes here. I can't seem to... that doesn't seem to do anything. The other thing I can do is just say ice is... well... what if I teleport two things so they change places? Yeah, you can do that. But, so I could swap things around. I could say, like, Baba near Keke is push, and then Keke is push, and, like, just flip between them. But then, we still don't have anything to do with the... yeah, why doesn't this work? Oh, because ice needs to be float. You can't just say it's, push. Okay, so... Baba near Keke is push, and then Keke is float. Huh. This is... wow, this is hard as shit. I say that so many times. This is... and then I also followed up with, but I really mean it, this is hard as shit. This is hard as hell shit. This is astronomically difficult. This is hard on a scale I don't think I've seen in this game yet. If just because I have no idea what I need to do. I can't seem to figure out a way to... I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. That's basically it. Like, if I said... okay, want a hint. I will ask 2 questions. And then these can be yes or no. Question number 1. Do I put 4 things here? And I have to wait. No, I don't put 4 things there. Question number 2. Do I teleport this S back and forth? And now we wait awkwardly for about 10 seconds. No. Okay, cool. That's all I needed to know. Then, in that case, I will bark up some different trees. So, we have... I guess then that the point of the big is to just be a nuisance. Alright. So. Yeah, I think that they just did this specifically so that I can't put, like, Baba is something, or Baba near something, IS something else, or like Baba is something, Baba IS something. It's very... this is weird. I really don't know why they gave me the giant is. I mean, it must just be inconvenient for some reason or another, but what that reason is, I have no idea. Okay, well, so I have the ice is telly. That's going to be useful for something. And if the ice is also float, then it's going to be useful for teleporting words around. So I think that I definitely need this clause to be together at some point. And if I say Baba near is probably a good starting point for something, because I can't say Keke near Baba, and I can't say Keke near Keke and get anything meaningful out of it. So if we say Baba near Keke is push, or something to that effect. And if all I'm really doing is just going to be teleporting... Okay, Baba near Keke is... So this will be where the push block is. And then I get this text there. I don't know if this is useful at all, but it seems like it kind of is. Ice is float. Oops. There we are. And then ice is telly. Okay, so these are flipping back and forth like crazy, and if I stand up here, I can't push them because neither of them are pushable at the same time. So what gives? I could say... I could do something a little interesting where I do this. So now we're flipping... Oh. I guess I can't flip, I can't flip float or teleport around for the ice. So then, yeah, so ice needs to be... Both of these need to always be true. So then, what's the Q? Like, okay, what am I lining up is the other thing. The level's called Q, and I suppose I'm lining up everything to be with Baba or something like that. What happens if ice isn't float? Then the text doesn't teleport. I teleport, but the text doesn't. So it doesn't really do anything. But yeah, these guys are both stopped, so I can't push like ice underneath them. I can't, because it would be one thing to be like ice is float and then I push it over Keke. It'd be another thing if it was like ice is oops, I wasn't paying attention. I just pushed a bunch of shit on accident. It's fine though. So ice is currently float and ice is push. So I can't push that on top of Keke. So I can't teleport them that way. And let's see. I can't say Keke near something is anything. That's not useful at all. Unless my clause is something like Keke near ice is something. That's the only other thing I can think of. And then if I push the ice up next to Keke. And then if I had some way of teleporting Keke away, then that could work. But what the hell could I be doing to like make all this work? So if I say ice is push, then I need to push this off, push the text off. Okay. Yeah, I want this ice block somewhere else for right now. So Keke near ice is float. Baba near Keke is teleport and ice is push. And then I have the, well, you could say this. Okay, so Baba near Keke is push. Well, hold on. I guess I want Baba near Keke is float, maybe? Keke near ice is teleport. Okay, so this doesn't do anything, even though... Yeah, because... Shit. This is so fucking hard. This level's nasty hard. Alright. If I say... Keke near ice is tele, Baba near Keke is float, Keke is push, nothing happens. And okay, so Keke is currently he can currently teleport things, but that's useless because Keke, there's no other Keke, so I can't teleport anything using a Keke anyway. So I guess it needs to be Keke is push. So Keke near ice is push. And then ice needs to be teleport, I guess, because that's the only thing that there's two of. And now if I step on this ice, I'm gonna just teleport away. And I can't seem to do anything with this. Alright. So Baba near Keke is float. So Baba is currently floating. And there's still just such weird shit going on. I still don't know why I have this. I still don't know why I have a big is. I don't know if that's at all supposed to be useful. I don't know if it's supposed to be annoying or what. What if I do ice near Keke is something? Keke usually looks like a passive, like, beta. I don't know. Okay, ice near Keke is push. Keke is teleport. That's useless. So I can push the ice around as long as it's next to Keke. And now I can't push the ice. Oh. Yeah, so it has to be in the tiles adjacent to Keke. I guess the only thing that's useful for the is block is to, like, move some sort of statement down more, so that, like, I like position something a little bit differently. And to that end, it almost seems to me to make more sense that I use the is vertically at some point in this solution. So with that in mind, if I have something like Baba near Keke is something over here, we take ice and Keke out and we'll just leave near next to Baba. And then we have something like over here. So I'd have something over here, and I'd say like blank is this thing. Yeah, this is weird as hell. I could say the only thing I can really think of to make Baba interactable is to have near. But like for the sake of argument, or not argument, just the sake of thinking things through, I could have like is something. The other purpose I could think of to have like what I could do with the big is I could, God, I'm getting really sick of saying that. If I have it over here, and if I have something, if we say ice is push, and I push the ice. Oh crap! Gotta move all this shit over. If I push this ice into a position over here, and I say, I don't know, I have the other ice block in another part of this area. So it's like ice is float, and then we have push somewhere. So push that on there. So we have Baba is push. And then somewhere else we'd have other words teleporting around. So we would say like ice is telly. And then we have ice is float. So we're pushing. So now push is going to teleport around a whole bunch. That being said, I don't think that's going to be useful, but I don't know. So then I have this is, and it's not really doing anything. It's useful for like, if I had like a reason to put like a keke right there, or like an ice right there, or something like that, then that could make sense. But I don't see a strong purpose to that. So if I push near here, then at the very least I can push like another like noun there. But god damn, this is really, really confusing. Okay. Baba near keke. I'm 99% convinced I need to do something with that. And then let's kill Telly because it's gonna get annoying really quick. Let's take push away. Ice is push. Something like that. I don't know. Probably want to have this ice over here to be at the end of some clause. So we have Baba near keke is something. Don't know what yet. I have push on there. I have push, I don't know, over here, so I can push that onto that. So now I take the near clause away. We say keke or ice is, and we just push that out of the way. I just don't know what the fuck this is all gonna do. And then We have okay, let's kill Telly. We have ice is float, ice is Telly. Okay. Nothing. This is alternating between which ones are pushable and which ones are not pushable. And so... if I... what the hell am I supposed to do? This is more frustrating than anything else, actually. Especially at this point. Because I don't know, I don't know what I need, I just... God damn, I'm just getting more and more frustrated by this puzzle rather than, anything else. Because I feel like with other puzzles, as you get close to the solution, you know, like you feel like you're getting closer to the solution, but with this one, I have no idea, like, if I have gotten anywhere close to the right idea or not. Like, it's just I'm just basically just doing shit and then hoping that I figure something out. There's very, very little feedback to me from, like, what a correct solution is supposed to look like. I mean, I've had math equations where if you get close to the solution, it's at least a little bit easier than this. So, I don't know. I really don't know. It's just really, really... This one is, not nearly as fulfilling as other puzzles I've played in this game. It's just, this one is, just very frustrating. Okay, Baba near Keke is something. Keke near ice is something. I guess, I mean, I'm just gonna be doing this one again. If I have Baba near Keke is push. I have that. If I have that here, you can make a one-way teleporter. I don't know. I don't know what would happen if I did that. So Baba near Keke is push. So if I push... Wait, hold on. If I say Baba is push there, I can use the IS to space shit out. Okay, so Baba is push would be there. And then we have, like, Keke is push. Could be there, but I can't get the text over the wall. IS something here. Because all the wall stuff is there. So that would be... Okay, so we can't do IS down this way. I mean, we could. I feel like we want to space... I can't tell if we want to space something out horizontal or vertical. That's the other thing. I mean, I could say Keke IS something, but then also Keke is just also fits in there. So... Uh... I mean, I think that I am supposed to use this is block with this other is block to, like, get the get something to line up. But okay, let me think about this. So if we have something horizontal, so we have something is and then a block there, we'd have another thing like is or is, and that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Like, there's not a whole lot they can do with that. If I have is going in one direction and then capital IS going in another direction, let's see. So I could put IS there. I could put is there. I could, God. Yeah, like, this is... Okay. So I need them both to be push. And I have a... I say Keke is push here. And I have... Okay, Baba is push. Keke is... Okay, something near... Okay, so Keke near... No. Keke near ice isn't going to mean anything. Baba near Keke is something. IS down here isn't going to do anything. IS down here isn't going to do anything. And then push. So if push is there, that's not going to work for our anything useful. If I say Keke near ice is push, and I have some ice right there. So if I have Keke near ice is push, but then we would have the ability to say, like, Baba is push. Baba is push goes there. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense because I can't, like, put the capital IS above it. I can't say Baba is push with the capital IS there and have push there. That doesn't seem to make any sense. I can say Baba near something IS push and have it be as long as possible. Again, that's not going to work because there's not going to be anything that I can do to push like the I and the S vertical on top of this thing, so I can't see anything from that. I can't say this is Keke IS something, and then Keke is something like that lines up. These two things would line up. And if both of these things are lined up, we have like this vertical thing where it's is and is. But I still only have like one. Oh, no. I still only have one push block, and I can only have one push block active at that time. So if I said Baba is push, Baba near Keke is push, Baba near Keke IS push, Keke can't get to that push, can't okay, things that are this way. So Baba. Okay. Keke. Okay, ice. Okay. Okay, teleport the word Baba out of there. No. That's like the third or fourth time somebody's asked me that question. It cannot be done. Okay, so is that way. Jeez, okay. If I have is vertical and I have if I have that way. Fuck. So I have it. I really do think that, I mean, it's got to be something about the I don't know. Oh. Oh, remember the last level? On the last level, AB. Remember how I had push stuck on one of the tiles? I had push stuck on one of the tiles. And I had push stuck on top of AB. And that like had some really interesting effects. So what I think I need to do is I need to have ISP. I need to have Baba IS push, then Keke is push, and they need to be on top of each other. How do I do that, though? Okay, so what I need to do is I need to simultaneously have these two, okay. I need Baba is push, and then underneath that I need Keke is, and then there'll be an is here, and then push. So we need to get this shit to teleport. So we need that there, and we need some way of pushing Keke and I onto those things at the same time. Okay, so we'll say ice is no longer push, but we do need ice to be float. And okay, I guess what I want is probably something like this. And then I need to find some way of pushing float out of the way at the same time I push Telly out of the way? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So how do I push them onto each other at the same time? That's an interesting question. So I can get them to exchange places. All right, that's fine. I guess I need a way of pushing something onto this at the same time as I push Telly off. So what would that be like? Or maybe it's at the same time I push float off of something. Huh. Okay. So that's Ice's float. And then if I come over here and I get this stuff into position, and then I have Ice is Telly. Like this. And then I have... Okay. Hold on. Something interesting just happened when I did... I was able to... Okay. So if I push something twice, then it ends up on that... they end up overlapping. But then... How do I get the ice out after that? So if I have both the... If I have the words on top of each other, at the same time the ice is there... What the hell? Jeez. Telly. Keke's float. Yeah, I don't know how to... So, I could get both the text onto each other, but I don't know how to get them to, I don't know how to get them to stack. Oh, no. Okay. So in the previous level, I was able to get things to stack because, not by teleporting them, I used conveyor belts to push them onto each other. So, and that's why I was able to stack on top of the ice at the same time. So what I need is I need a way to teleport something onto something at the same time that I push. I have to, like, what do I have to do? I have to I just have to push something onto the same time as something teleports onto that block, which then also has the effect of disabling the teleport. So I need to do all three of those things at the same time. That's actually not super hard. I need something like... Okay, let's just proof of concept this real quick. So we take Ice's push off, and we have just Ice's Telly, and then we have Ice's float. And if I just have this S here, and then I take push here, and then I push that onto there at the same time as it teleports, then it should teleport in as I push something. Right? Okay, that flips them in place. What? Okay. If I... Okay. Different idea. Let's just try... We need to find some... Once I figure out a way to get the letters to stack, then this puzzle will come together immediately. Until then, no idea. Okay. So that pushes both of them. And then I can flip the letters around, and then I can push. Okay, hang on. There's another idea that I have. So instead of pushing Telly out of the way, what if I push Float out of the way? Would that potentially cause this stuff to stack on top of each other? The answer is actually, this seems reasonably likely. So, I just need some text. Okay, if I take this guy out, and I say, like that. Okay, that teleported one of them, but not the other. Based off of which ones were where. Pooflo Shat. Yeah, if I had a dog named Pooflo and he's Shat, then, well, there you are. So, God damn. What can I do? So somebody in my chat has been spamming, not spamming, that came across as very harsh. Somebody has been saying that they have a solution that requires a one-way teleporter, and I've been convinced that you weren't able to make one in this game. But you can. If I say ice near... I got it now, I think. What you do is you come over here, and let's take the S off. We put this ice over next to Keke. And we have it. We have this. We have ice near Keke is Float. But that means that only the ice near Keke is gonna float. The other ice will not. So ice near Keke is Float. And this way, only some text will only text pushed through one end of the teleporter will float. And it will be this teleporter. So if I say ice is no longer push, and I say ice is teleport. Oh. I probably want to, say that. Okay. And then if I take this S, if I push this I onto there, and I push Keke onto there, they're stacked up. There it is. Okay. And now I need to find a way to get it into position. So we come over here, we say Baba, Keke, IS. Alright. And now I need to find a way to stack up an is and an S at the same time. So, I guess we have ice near Keke is float. So I guess what we'll want to do is we'll want to just take this up over here. And, oh crap, I can't do that because then I won't have Ice's Telly. Alright, so I need to put an is somewhere up here. Ice near Keke is float. And then... Oh! I'm making this way harder than I need to. We just need to move everything over like, there. Okay, we have the one-way teleporter in position now. We're going to take this little S on a little journey. And we get those two stacked up. We then say this is no longer teleport. Come over here. We then do push. And we push them out of the way. And that solves the flag. That solves the map. Ah, that was hard as shit. Never again. Never again do I need to solve that puzzle.